light-skinned girl to a dark-skinned brother. Shade doesn't matter, heart makes the lover. Boy, you're so beautiful, boy.
Language, I don't need a categorizing statement for it. I think that's one thing that
So you don't want to be labeled gay?
I don't want to be labeled gay. I want to be labeled a human who loves humans. I'm tired of being labeled. I'm an American. I'm not an African American. I'm an American.
Oh, girl, don't set up the Twitter on fire.
I'm sorry. I mean,
what?
I'm sorry.
My Lord. What did you just say? Stop the tape right now. Okay.
I will say this.
What?
I mean, I don't know where my roots go to. I don't know how far back they go. I can't go on, you know, I don't know how far back, and I don't know what country in Africa I'm from. But I do know that my roots are in Louisiana. I'm an American. And that's a colorless person, because we're all people.
That was a very disturbing clip that I just saw.
Very, you know, we all grew up watching Raven-Symoné as a child actress, so, you know, we feed off her, we love her, so it was very disturbing to watch.
I'm surprised Raven would even have those words to come out of her mouth. You know, how are you not an African American?
It's crazy. I go by the name of Girl Valerie.
I am the only Trina McCoy.
I'm Miss Tiara Johnson, and together we are Front Row.
Today's show is called Color Struck, and basically we are talking about a wide range and variety of black, from lighter skin to medium to darker skin. Which is more superior? Who's the best color?
Yeah, we're also going to talk about interracial dating as well, because a lot of people do like it and a lot of people don't like it, so we're here to kind of brush it up and why people feel this way, actually.
So throughout this show, you'll see different people's opinions on light skin versus dark skin, and by the end of this show, everyone should be comfortable in the skin they're in. So guys, we went to World Star Hip Hop and we discovered a video of different students from a high school that talked about, you know, light skin versus dark skin. You guys take a minute to view this clip and see what they had to say.
Brace yourselves.
Even though I'm dark skinned, like, I'm not black. I'm Dominican and Cape Verdean, and black people get on my damn nerves. I'm not even joking, because you know what, they're mad ignorant. Like, that's very true. They are very ignorant people. Like, they do not care about nothing but themselves. They're selfish, they're ignorant, and I would never date a black boy. I would never have a black girlfriend because they got that bad hair, both of them. And you know, it's not me just being, this is not me being racist, this is me being real. Because I mean, we have him right there and then him right there. He's on a Toshiba when my little white homeboy is going to be on a Mac trying to make a song with me, trying to get me rich, you know? Like, not trying to be about something that's corny in the library at school. And I didn't mean to rash on them personally, but I'm just saying, I'm just pointing something out. You know?
To be in high school, to have those opinions about, you know, light skin versus dark skin, like, where are your minds at? How can you say that African American, you know, people have bad hair? What is good hair? What is bad hair? Is it because my hair is straighter than yours? If my hair isn't curly like yours, does that make my hair bad? Like, how do they even say that at that age?
She just sounds really ignorant. She sounds very uneducated. You know, it's just learn more about your own race before you try to bash your own race. You know, it's never that necessary, in my opinion. She just sounds horrible.
Yeah, and the comments that she made were so they were crossing the line, very out of line, very rude, very disrespectful. Baby mama drama.
I'm sure everybody has that. I mean, everybody has that problem, not just blacks.
Definitely, and to have someone record you, to put it out there, to, you know, to down the African American race, it kind of shows, you know, a reflection of not only who you are, but, you know, probably what your race stands for. Because if you have to bash another race to say that, you know, they're not, you know, good enough to be on your race's level, you know, that really says something about yourself. So,
and what really makes me mad is the fact that when I'm not gonna really say everybody I meet that's African American, but can we not just say I am proud to be African American? Every person I meet, not everybody, but oh, I'm Cherokee, I'm this and third. No, you're black. I'm sorry, you're black. The girl in the World Star Hip Hop video, you're black. I'm sorry, you're black. There's nothing wrong with that, honey.
It is what it is. We went around a couple campuses and got a couple students' opinions on the whole light skin versus dark skin situations. We got their opinions, what they thought. I mean, hey.
I mean, personally, they was just being honest. This is what we deal with in society, so that's what we capture that in our clips. So
this isn't to judge anyone. This isn't to bash anyone. This is just to show you, you know, this is still going on in society. So you guys take a look, and we'll be back.
What's good, y'all? My name is Chris. So about this light skin, dark skin situation, I mean, I feel like it really shouldn't be no beef. We all black, you know what I'm saying? But one thing I can say about light skins is that they are crazy.
I don't like light-skinned girls because they have really bad attitudes sometimes. I'm sorry. And I mean, they just sometimes most of them are cocky because boys boost their heads up because they like light-skinned girls, and I feel like, you know, dark-skinned girls and brown-skinned girls are pretty too.
I feel like if somebody want to talk to you, they gonna talk to you. If they don't, they don't. Whether they light skin or dark skin. If somebody think you ugly or unattractive to them, they not gonna talk to you. So that dark skin, light skin, it's just, you know what I'm saying? Tags, stereotypes, real.
With the light skin and dark skin thing, I think that it's just a way of segregation, like a modern day segregation. I don't really think it's necessary, and it messes with a lot of girls' self-esteem nowadays, you know what I mean?
Light skin and first dark skin, you know, derived from Willie Lynch back in the day when he wanted to control the slaves. He said, if you want to find a way to control your slaves for 300 years, separate them by skin color. That's still evident today.
Dark skin, they crazy too. I mean, like, all females crazy in general, in their own way. So, but dark skin, they chill.
Like, I don't like when people think just because I'm light-skinned, I'm mixed. Like, I'm not mixed, I'm just black. They be like, well, you're high yellow. Okay? Like, both my parents are black, I'm not mixed.
I think the whole light skin, dark skin thing, like, it's kind of ignorant, because it's just like, I mean, like, back in the day, we all would have got hung, whether we were light skin or dark skin. And at the same time, it's like it hinders us from growing as a people.
I don't like they think light-skinned girls are prettier than dark-skinned girls. I feel like everybody's beautiful. There's some pretty dark-skinned girls out here. There's some pretty light-skinned girls out here. Like, I don't like the stereotype.
I like light-skinned girls, but they act like they don't never want to text back. And then with dark-skinned girls, they feel like they just like run the world.
Honestly, I'm gonna elaborate on what my bro said. It's kind of ignorant because we already bring each other down as a whole race. We all bleed the same blood. We all from the same land, really. And instead of uplifting each other, all we do is beef with each other. It's just childish. That, and honestly, I don't have a preference to skin tone. If you gorgeous, you gorgeous.
You know what I'm saying? I don't discriminate against any, you know what I'm saying? I like all types.
Hit them all?
I like all types, you know what I'm saying? I don't discriminate. I like women of different cultures. You know what I'm saying? I like them light-skinned though, that's my preference.
I feel like light-skinned girls are just so beautiful, but at the same time, they feel like the world revolves around them. And dark-skinned girls, they're more mature.
You see, me personally, I like mine dark. You know what I'm saying? Light-skinned girls are okay, but I like mine a little dark.
Light skin and dark skin, I prefer light. Lighter than me, but not dark, you know?
Now, I do believe some stereotypes come with, you know, the light skin versus dark skin thing. Like, light skinned girls might think they're prettier than dark skinned girls. Or maybe light skinned dudes might squint all the time in their pictures like this.
If you purple, I bang with you. If you could understand me, you purple. If you're purple, I will bang with you if you bang with me. I don't care about light skin, dark skin. I don't really care. If you humble about what you're doing and you got direction in life, I'm banging with you, no question.
What's the saying?
Black of the bear.
Black of the bear. Sweeter juice. Black of the bear. All that.
Man, it's not about the color. It's about the size. I was told the thin girls. Never mind.
Come on, bro.
Where are we going with?
Very, very interesting. That's what it is. That is how our own people see ourselves. Even though we are all the same color, we're still judging, basically.
And the question is it okay? You know, is it wrong that they feel this way? It's some people's preference. So our question is it wrong for them to feel that way or for us to feel that way amongst ourselves?
Valerie, tell us a little bit about the history of where this all started from. You know,
basically, many years ago, a slave owner by the name of Willie Lynch wrote a letter that basically stated that the lighter skins and the darker skins, hint, hint, should be separated, which is what we're dealing with right now. Right. There were the house slaves and they were the field slaves. some of the slaves that were being raped by their owners that produced this lighter skin that were seen as more superior.
Right. I mean, I had somebody on Instagram even said what you stated, how the lighter skin is more closer to the Caucasian, so they was, you know, more superior, so they got more, I'm not gonna say rights, but they was more superior to the Caucasians. So the lighter you were, the better you were.
What bothers me is it's like we're in a battle within ourselves. Like as an African American race, it's like, you know, I'll say you're my darker brother, you're my lighter sister, and at the end of the day, everyone else outside of the African American race sees us as one, African American or either black. Like no matter how light I am or how dark I am, we are African American. So it kind of bothers me because instead of, you know, downgrading ourselves, we should be uplifting ourselves instead of saying, you know, things like, oh, because I'm light skinned, I'm better than you. Because I'm dark skinned, you know, I'm stronger than you, or something like that.
The one that I have definitely gotten a couple times, you are pretty for a dark skinned girl.
Yeah, I hate it.
Or you are, personally, I was at a party, let me bring it back. I was at a party with a couple friends of mine, and it was a guy there I didn't know. He approached me, and instead of asking me my name, he said, you know what, you are really pretty for a girl your color.
He would have got slaps. I'm sorry.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
Right.
For my color? Is my color not supposed to
be pretty?
Right.
Also, like, what I saw on Instagram was a very funny picture because it seems like everybody kind of jokes on light-skinned girls too.
Yeah,
so
they do.
One picture I thought was really funny on Instagram was a picture of this guy holding this cold heart. Sorry. And the heart was made of ice, and he was like a rare picture of a light-skinned girl's heart. And it was basically like, light-skinned girls are cold-blooded. They don't care, they don't text you back.
Yeah, well, the text you back, my thing is on this. I guess I would be considered as brown skin, light skin, whatever. So my thing is, if I don't want to text you back, I'm just not going to text you back. It has nothing to do with my skin color. If I don't text you back, it's probably because I don't like talking to you. I just want to talk to you. It has nothing to do with my skin color at all. So I don't know where that started from, the whole stereotype about light skin and dark skin. A lot of people code name, they like to say the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice for dark skinned girls. All of that.
I don't never hear that about light skinned girls.
Yeah, it's so
the lighter the berry, the sour.
Yeah,
right. I mean, hey, obviously we're not winning.
Exactly. So like we're just trying to understand this whole, where did the whole light skin versus dark skin thing come from, and why is it such a big deal?
Why is it still happening today? Why can't we not come together? Why are we separating ourselves? The Caucasians stay together, the Hispanics stay together. There are lighter Hispanics and there are darker Hispanics. I personally haven't seen them separate themselves from the Dominicans and the people from Argentina. The Dominicans, as we know, are darker, my complexion almost, most of them, and Argentinians almost are closer to white. I don't see them doing any of that. Why is it us?
The world has placed in people's heads that lighter skin is the better skin. Not only just lighter skin, I'm gonna go off a little bit. Straighter hair or smaller bodies, all of that. That's what the world has placed in our heads. And my whole thing is, God created everyone in a way He wanted everyone to be created. So no matter how dark your skin is, if you look at us, Val is a darker shade from me and Tradia. I'm a darker shade from Tradia. We're all different.
Pause. I'm a little darker than you.
Tradia, I am
should we do it? Let's do a test.
Let's do it after the show.
After the show, let the audience see who's a little bit darker, because I think I'm more of the darker the berry, the sweeter the juice. I don't know about Taylor Johnson over here, but
me and Tradia, we'll hash that out after the show. But what I'm saying is, you know, no matter what our shade color is up here, we're still beautiful women. We still have a lot going for ourselves, and our skin color does not define who we are. We define who we are. So, I mean, you guys, it's just,
like you have to love yourself. I know I watched a documentary on Netflix, and little kids that want to be the lighter skin because they're prettier. They don't want to be dark skinned. People that have bleached their skin.
Oh, yes.
You know what's like really bothered me? When I was watching Maury one day, this mother had 3 sons, and one of her sons was like your complexion. And she hated it. She bleached the little boy's skin. She wanted them all to have nice curly hair, and they all had, you know, black fathers, but the other two came out a lot lighter, and he came out chocolate, nice chocolate color. And she just hated it, and she wanted to bleach his skin. And like when she was on Maury was just like, what's the issue? You know, Maury's a, you know, I'm talking about African American. He's a Caucasian man, so she looked really ignorant. She made us as blacks look really ignorant.
I think I'm talking about the video. I'm about to speak on the video you just mentioned, Val, about the African American little girl was placed 2 dolls in front of her, a Caucasian doll and a black doll. And between the two, they asked her which one would she want to pick, and she chose the Caucasian doll. So it's just like we have a lot to work on in the world today. But when we come back, you guys, we'll go right into interracial relationships. So stay tuned.
Yeah. I think interracial relationships are okay. Personally, I like black men.
I'm all for interracial relationships because my best friend wouldn't be here without interracial relationships. You know what I'm saying?
I think interracial relationships are good. I mean, I'm mixed, so my dad's black and my mom's Puerto Rican and white. So, you know, I don't have a problem with it. I personally never dated a white girl, or I dated a Hispanic girl, but mostly black girls. But I never dated a white girl, never been attracted to them.
I don't see nothing wrong with it, but I wouldn't date white boys. That's just not my preference.
I just want to say thank you to my mama for being open-minded, because she black and she dated a white guy, and that's how I got here. And I'm all for interracial relationships because, you know what I'm saying, I love white girls, I love black girls, Mexican girls. If there's any Latina girls out here, say hey to me. My name's Joshua.
I don't discriminate.
I personally believe that interracial relationships are like, well, it's not bad, but for me, I don't condone in them. I believe white people should stay with the white folks and let the black people be with the black folks. It's already bad enough. We got a lot of black males out here that don't want to do right, but the ones that do want to do right are with a white girl. I don't think that's right. I don't think that's right. Well, I wouldn't prefer it. But I mean, white people cool. I just, like, my comfort zone is around my own kind.
Welcome back to the show, you all. We brushed up on light skin versus dark skin in the last segment. Basically, now we're going to get into interracial relationships because we all deal with this, and a lot of people have problems with it, especially African American women. Like, no offense, you all, but we have a problem when we see our guys dating other races. And, you know, where does that, why? So basically, my preference is I prefer a darker skinned guy. I mean, I don't know why I prefer them, but I just love how they look. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I'll date a light skinned guy, but I'm being a little biased here. But I feel like light skinned guys think they're, you know, all that. You can't be all that more than me. That's just how I feel. Don't kill me, guys.
Which brings us right back into the whole light skin versus dark skin judging and all of that.
I mean, which is bad, but
I mean, it's not bad. To me, I feel as if I'll probably just date a purple, green, red, or yellow guy as well. Like it's just like, to me, like skin color to me, what matters to me is if you treat me right. I don't really care what skin color you have, but from history, I've only dated African Americans, but who knows what the future will hold for anything. So I mean, as of right now, I focus on African American men, but you never know. Color, I mean, love has no, color.
I mean,
like, you know what I mean?
I've dated dark. I've dated light. I've never dated white. I've never dated Hispanic. I'm not saying I wouldn't go that way. They just haven't come my way.
Exactly.
I don't have a problem, to be honest, with any shade of any guys.
Definitely. A lot of people have a problem, nowadays, a lot of people like to say that foreign women like to date African American women.
What is considered foreign?
Right. Well,
because I feel like sometimes
the
guys...
Well, yeah, you are considered
foreign. I am Nigerian.
Hey.
But I feel like a lot of guys don't even know what foreign is. I feel like the second they see light skin and curly hair, she's foreign, when she could be simply black and white. Is that foreign?
Right.
I thought foreign was out of the country.
Definitely.
That's what it is.
And with the interracial relationships, speaking of what you just said, some guys, not all, some guys feel as if the foreign woman is more superior than the black woman because they feel as if black woman has too many attitude problems, or she's not, she can't do what the foreign woman can do, and the foreign woman is a better look for me in public. So my thing is, a lot of people need to understand that it's not about the look. When you're with someone, you're with them because they either care about you or, you know, in the end, when you get older, if Lord forbid this would happen to anyone, if you ever end up getting real sick, the looks are going to fade away. It's always about a person that's there for you and going to be there for you. You know what I mean? So I don't know why they stereotype the black woman to another race.
I'm just going to put a little comment again on Instagram, because Instagram is very ignorant. I'm sorry. Like on Instagram, it was was it a white guy? No, it was a black guy and a white girl and then a black girl. The black girl's name had to be like Shaquisha, Shaquana, something like that. Stop struggling with her and get you a Samantha. What is that?
Why do you have to struggle with Shaquisha?
Exactly, and then don't.
Maybe you're the problem.
Exactly, and don't let like the stereotype with the names. All African American people do not have ghetto names. My name is Taylor.
I mean, well, my name is Tradia, but but that's what people like to say, so they won't get cussed out. You better say my name is unique because it's not ghetto. Okay, no, seriously, like, okay, my name is Tradia McCoy, so it is not a common name, and some people are like, okay, well, it's not a black name either. I was like, well, why can't it just be my name? Because I'm stuck with it. So Tradia McCoy it is.
So how do you guys feel about, you know, interracial relationships? What are your stands on it?
I mean, personally, I've never had an issue with it. I've never had a problem with it. When I see a black guy and a white lady, that's just who she likes, or that's just who he likes. When I see a black lady with a white man, that's just who she likes. I don't know. There's nothing different. I'm pretty sure a black girl's attitude and a white girl's attitude can be the same way. If you do the same thing, she'll get mad the same way. I've never had a personal issue with it. And there's an interview that I saw with Tamara, Mary, and Tia from Sister, which we all watched, and she was so devastated and heartbroken.
Tamara's the one married to a white
She is
male.
married to Adam Housley, I believe is his name, and he is a white man, and she has gotten so much slack for being with who she loves, and she stated that people decide to look past love and go straight to hate. People said that she was the white man's whore, that 300 years ago or whatever amount of years ago, she would have, many years ago, she would have been $300. Now she's giving it to him for free. How do you say that about somebody?
That is so crazy, and they're in love, so like, how do you, I don't know. First of all, we make it a big topic for no reason, because I know all of y'all watch Scandal, and we know that the president loves Olivia Pope, and he is white.
But so somebody did say, why does it have to be the black lady being the mistress?
The mistress, yeah, I heard that
Why
too.
does it have to be the black lady? I mean,
the black woman is superior. You know what I mean? So
our opinion. Well,
yeah,
it's the truth, though. I'm gonna say it because I'm black. I'm speaking about myself. I'm
yeah,
great.
and everyone's gonna uplift their race. No matter, we're not putting any race down. We're just simply, you know, expressing ours, how we feel about it. So with interracial relationships, we just.
Can I just say before anything else? Let me say my experience with this one guy. He was black. It's kind of like dark skin versus light skin, and also interracial relationships. I was the very first black girl he ever considered talking to. Why, I don't know. And that was an issue for me, because if you're African American and you can't even experience your own race, you're not gonna do good with me. Because I mean, I don't know what a typical black girl is or whatever, but if you can't even experience your own race, that's a problem for me. It's also a red flag. So he was just like.
What comment did he make?
He was just like, oh, you know what, he was talking, he was like, Trader, you know what, why I started talking to me? I was like, why? He's like, because you're light skinned. I was like, okay, so if I was dark skinned, you would talk to me. He told some, well, he cursed. He was like, heck no, like rolling on the floor, laughing, chuckling. And I was really like,
a lot of these guys, no offense, mothers are darker than dark.
Be humble.
Like, I'm just saying, if your mom is really dark skinned, how can you say you'll never date a dark-skinned woman? You should be happy. You should be one of the ones to date the dark-skinned woman.
And he was just like, no, I'm dark already. I don't want my kids coming out looking black as ever.
And they come out with, I want my child to have good hair and this, and that. And it's just like, if you guys understand what we've been through and what we've had to overcome, you would really embrace your culture and who you are.
Martin Luther King did not die and put his life on the line for people to still be acting like this.
But you guys stay tuned. We'll be back.
Today's topic was very important and necessary, I believe.
Yeah, it made us look at ourselves as a race and as a culture and how we need to improve a lot. We still got improving to do, actually.
I'm so excited to see what the future holds within this topic, to see if it dies down or see if it increases. I really hope it dies down because it's so unnecessary as well.
And I know that one day we will, if it's God's willing, be able to have our own children that will be looked at and noticed for who they are and not for what they look like. Any one of our kids can become the next president. And if we're still focusing on how lighter or how darker, we're not going to get anywhere. We are still going to be so behind when we have so much more growing and improving to do.
And it's not going to work unless we all work together. So with that being said, after every show we have an inspirational quote that we like to close it in with. So Taylor Johnson,
what's the quote?
Yeah.
Well, we all know this quote. We should know it. It's by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. and he stated in his I Have a Dream speech, "I look for the day when my 4 children would not be judged by the color of their skin, but by the content of their character." So with that being said, you guys, it's really time now to buckle down and to embrace your race, to embrace each other. Not only just, we're not telling you to stay within your race, branch out, get to know other races as well, but while you're doing that, don't down yours.
Yeah, educate yourself.
Definitely.
Yes, and don't be so closed-minded. Yeah. Don't be so closed-minded because as soon as it's the other person or the other race that come and starts bashing us, we get so defensive, but we do it amongst ourselves anyway. And so why are we getting mad?
I also want to put it into the N-word.
Yeah,
put it into it.
That's a whole nother.
Yeah, that's a whole nother
show.
Like I said, Martin Luther King did not die for this, you all. So let's all come together as one, join together with love. Our dark brothers and sisters, light brothers and sisters. Speaking of light brothers,
white brothers and sisters.
No, speaking of light, Taylor, we're gonna get into this later, but we already know what's up.
Trey is so stuck on this, y'all.
No, I'm not stuck. I'm telling the truth. It's okay.
Y'all,
be my cousin.
This has been a
The
great
black
show.
is the barrier. Wait, I said that so wrong.
Oh, these two. This has been a great show, you guys. We stay tuned for the next show. Right now, we want to give a shout out to the Stevenson Auditorium.
Thank you so much for letting us be in this lovely venue. Thank you so much.
Thank you for having We Are Front Row here. We are honored.
And also, Bulldog Television.